All right, Chris, let's break down a specific game here as we look at the Warriors and the Suns here. What a game we've got. The Warriors have been amazing, and quietly the Suns started a little bit slower, and then they've just been on fire here of late. No pun intended there, but the Suns have been doing tremendous. They're 14-2 at home this year. The Warriors have been good on the road, at home, everything. Chris, I'm looking forward to this game. Actually, this is probably my favorite game on Christmas Day. So, Warriors Suns, what are your initial thoughts about this contest?
Yeah, a lot of thoughts. Should be one of the more entertaining games on Christmas Day for sure. The Suns right now, knock on wood, everybody is healthy. Everybody is slated to start in this game. Warriors, we see a few guys out, so we're recording this 2 days before Christmas. Jordan Poole is out, Andrew Wiggins is out, so we're going to have to wait and see if they have a full team on Christmas Day. But this should be a fantastic game, Kyle. Two, obviously, of the best teams in the Western Conference. And I got a few angles that I like in this one. I mean, early look-ahead lines have the Suns as favored in this one, actually, which is not that surprising. I mean, they're at home. These two teams have already split games this year. The home team won in both of those contests. But I'm also looking at the total here, Kyle. I mean, this line is probably going to be a little inflated, the total, that is. I could see it going in the upwards of the 220s, just because of all the offensive prowess on the floor. But in case our listeners out there aren't already aware, I mean, the Golden State Warriors have been the number one defense in the NBA for weeks on end now. I mean, that hasn't changed. They haven't moved out of that position. I'm not sure what happened in the offseason with this team. Maybe just some extra focused practice on defense, but they've been extraordinary on defense. Draymond Green, Steph Curry, too. He's a little more bulky. He's a lot better on defense, it seems. And they're a great defensive team. And the Suns, obviously, an excellent defensive team, too, at home in an arena where they usually do stifle the teams that come to visit them. So I think, especially if this game starts off hot, one angle that I'm looking at here, when the stars show up, they take those long shots. They want to perform. So I could see a lot of points in the first half of this game. But in a lot of these NBA games, what we've seen this year is even if it starts off with really high scoring in the first half, it'll really slow down in the second half. And talk about a game that's going to have a playoff feel. I mean, the Suns and the Warriors are definitely forecasted to be number one and number two in the West. So this is, it's the third game, right? So kind of a rubber match in that sense. It's at Phoenix. It is absolutely going to have that playoff feel, and it's going to probably be a more contested game in the second half when things settle down a little bit more, some of those nerves settle down. So if that total starts rising as the score rises in the first half, if that happens, which I could see that easily happening with all the stars in the court, look to live bet that total under, because I think it's going to start off pretty high as it is. I mean, taking it under straight up might be a good look at this in this matchup, but it might get even higher throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I like to look at the under here. This is a big game that will matter a lot to both teams. And, as you mentioned, these teams really do get up for these Christmas Day games. I don't think there's no team going to overlook this game. This is going to be a highly motivated game. We have seen a lot of the low scoring fourth quarters. So, if you want to bet it live, maybe even bet a second half under, something like that. Golden State, as I look down through their roster, they have some really good defensive ratings, even guys on the bench that have been really, really good. Gary Payton the second, Andre Iguodala. I mean, even at the age that he is, playing tremendous defense. 92.6 defensive rating, which is just excellent. He's 37 years old. And like you said, Steph Curry playing really good defense. It looks like the best defense he's played in his entire career. Draymond Green, we know he's very good defensively. Wait till they get Klay Thompson back, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a Klay Thompson fan, and I'm hoping he comes back and is healthy and ready to go. The Warriors' upside is very high, as is that of the Suns. I think it'd be kind of hard to take a side here because, I mean, we're probably going to have about 4-point spread here on the Suns. I'd hate to lay points in a game like this because I think it'll be really close. So I guess if I had to lean, I'd lean toward the Warriors plus the points. But I like the under better. Like Chris said there. So I'm looking forward to this game, and hopefully everybody stays healthy and we can have a good game here.